it would detect if there was a 1 assigned here, which would make this a negative value of, let's say, negative 53, and convert it to a 0 here to make it a whole number of just 53 or positive 53. That's what math.abs does in the background without the programmer needing to know that exactly. I mean, they know that. That's implicit. That's implied. That it returns the absolute whole value of a negative value, or let's say a decimal value. It would remove the exponent or the mantissa or mantissa. It would truncate that portion of the extra binary value that would follow the decimal value, and just return the 7 bits that follow this first bit that would indicate whether or not it would normally be either a 1 or a 0. It would just turn it to a 0. And anything that follows that, the 7 bits that would follow, would be the whole number. Okay. That's what the way the programmer would understand that's what's going on in the background, implicitly speaking. That's a example of what implicit means versus, let's say, explicit. Whereas if the programmer wanted to use a where if it was a constant assigned value, like hold on. If this was like set to 1 in assembler, that would be explicitly assigned. Where, for instance, if this was assigned to a variable in assembler, where the variable would hold a constant value, or the value could possibly change if it wasn't constant. I'll just move that. But let's say it was assigned explicitly this value. The reason why I say explicit is because the first bit is given a 1, and then that would indicate that would be a negative value. And where the programmer is saying to make this value, this binary value of 7 bits following the B symbol to indicate that the preceding 7 zeros or ones or 7 bits would be of a binary value indicated by the B symbol or token, and the value preceding that group of 7 bits being either a 0 or 1. If it was given the value of a 1, that indicates to assign it explicitly as a negative value. So that's an example of using the word explicit instead of implicit. So let's see, just going to do another search. Both signed and unsigned are pieces of memory, and according to operations, it matters how they behave. Doesn't make any difference when. Okay. How does an assembly does assigning negative numbers to an unsigned work? I'm not going to bother with that. I'll just do it. I'll just search for this. All right. Okay. What's an assembler? Inline assembly. Oh, great.